G'day football fans and welcome back to episode 22 of our Wolves career mode here on Dylan on the Ball. Today we'll be taking on Manchester City away at the Etihad. We are in first place, they are right behind us in second place. It is always a tough matchup on FIFA. The quality that Manchester City have and the tactics that they employ is never an easy occasion, and it just means all that much more when it's alongside them at the top of the table. Not where we expect it to be, but, you know, hopefully we can prove ourselves in this period through January and December, which tends to sort of sort out the contenders from the pretenders, I guess, and hopefully we're the former much more than the latter. We are approaching January though, so I will just again, I said it in the last video, please just let me know any transfers you might think that we should do. Anything you think we could do to improve the squad to get us over the hump, I guess. Anyway, before we get into today's game, there are two games to catch you up on what has been absolutely hell week. We went away to Anfield to play Liverpool, who are in second place. Then we hosted Leicester, who are in sixth. And then today we've got Manchester City, who are in second. Just an awful run of fixtures, starting with this trip to Anfield. So 8 minutes in, we got the scoring underway. It was Pedro Neto. He had got himself free on the right-hand side in the box. A great pick out. I think that was from Dendoncker. Van Dijk just overcommits a little bit, and Pedro Neto is able to cut it back onto his better foot and place it beyond Alisson for 1-0. Perhaps a bit close to the keeper, but we will take a 1-0 lead. Just before half-time then, it was Curtis Jones with just an absolute peach of a goal, really. I'm not sure how possible it is to control the ball on your left thigh like that and then without your foot touching the ground smash in a volley. That's, you know, neither here nor there. It's 1-1 just before half time. Then about 7 minutes after the break, we thought we had tackled Salah, but it fell kindly for Jota, who fired it across the edge of the box to an open Curtis Jones. Elise had let him run through free into the box, about 6 yards out, nothing we could do. Then they furthered their lead. It was 3-1, Sadio Mane on the end of a Mo Salah cross. We thought we were doing a decent job there with Sace on Salah, sort of not letting him hit it with his good foot, but he picked out an absolute peach of a pass for Sadio Mane to blast that one into just about an empty net. And it was 3-1. We got on back through Michael Elise. He just ran into the box, fired it at the angle back across Alisson. When you look at it from the sort of second view, it's a bit bizarre goalkeeping. I'm not really sure what he's done, but at the end of the day, it finished 3-2, so they can't complain about that, I guess. We then hosted Leicester, and 17 minutes in, it was Ross Barkley getting us underway. Aït-Nouri had done well down the left-hand side, overlapping run, and then cut it back towards the penalty spot, where Ross Barkley had got himself free and was able to fire it past Danny Ward for 1-0. Matasiwa then picked out Ismail Assar, a great crossfield little pass, lobbed pass. You can see Jedson's run, drew away the right back. Then a control in the chest, and then he fired it across Danny Ward. Not a great save attempt, probably shouldn't have scored. But we'll take a 2-0 lead. But it went downhill from there. It was Yuri Tielemans on the edge of the box, an absolute arrow of a finish, right into the bottom corner, just playing out from the back, a bit of a bizarre pass from Aït-Nouri. Then they were absolutely clinical, just with one pass, touch, shoot, right in the bottom corner, nothing Jose Sarr could do, for 2-1. It was then 2-2 with a absolute masterful back heel from Tielemans, finding James Maddison through on goal there. Thought we had done well corralling Tielemans to sort of ward off any chance they might have, but the back heel really absolutely made the goal, and then a good sharp finish there from James Maddison. Patson Daka then got put through, 74 minutes in. Jose Sarr came out, couldn't quite get there. He had a better shot than probably the centre-back was going to have anyway. I think it was Kilman. And Patson Daka took it around him, fired in an effort into the empty net to make it 3-2, and they had completed the comeback from 2 goals down to being 3-2 up. Then in a classic Leicester goal, Jamie Vardy on the counter-attack, they put him through in behind Kilman, who could not keep up with him. Harvey Barnes laying the ball on a plate for Jamie Vardy to fire it past Jose Sarr. And that made it 4-2, which is how it would finish. We could not get back into that one. And Hell Week not going well so far. So, those 2 results. Hell Week indeed. We are now just the 1 point ahead. We left you last week, or last video rather, 7 points ahead. That's been reduced to 1 point ahead of Manchester City and 2 points ahead of Liverpool. Manchester United have stumbled, so at this point it's a 3-horse race. And despite beating us, you see Leicester have actually dropped down to 7th, so they must have lost their other fixture. So at the start of the video, I did talk up the importance of how this was first versus second. I guess it takes on even more importance now that the gap is only the 1 point. If we draw against Manchester City, there's every likelihood that Liverpool can overtake us. If we lose, we could be down in 3rd by the end of this 1 week of just madness, just absolute madness. But we're hoping to put a stop to the rot and get ourselves back to winning ways away at the Etihad. Let's take a look at the lineups. So our Wolves side is Jose Sarr in goal, a backline of Semedo, Cody, Kilman and Ruben Vinagre, midfield of Dendoncker, Neves and Michael Elise, and a front 3 of Neto, Jimenez and Podence. Very much just about full strength. I think the only changes you'd probably make, Podence and Sarr is a bit of a toss-up. Barkley's probably been a bit better than Michael Elise at this point. And then Vinagre and Ait-Nouri are just about interchangeable. So really it is just about as good as we can get at this point. And I'm guessing we'll need just about all the quality we have to get through this Manchester City side in such a big fixture. For Manchester City, it is Edison in goal, backline of Walker, Diaz, Laporte and Cancelo, midfield of Rodri, De Bruyne and Bernardo Silva, and front 3 of Jesus on the right, Foden on the left and João Pedro in behind, sort of as a false 9. It does say obviously probable lineup, and so I mean could vary a little bit, but I think that's probably how they'll line up. A very strong side, a slightly tired side in a few spots. Hopefully that means that we're able to kick on through the second half of the game and really play to our strengths and keep hold of the ball and make that count. Fingers crossed. Here we go in this big one. Alrighty then, here we go. So as the players are walking out here onto the Etihad Stadium, a sea of sky blue. Bizarrely, there's fans in every seat somehow. I'll just remind you to please leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new around here, if you'd like to see where the season takes us and how we finish up in the league. Comment what you thought of the video, how horrible I am at FIFA, having lost against both Liverpool and Leicester, and who knows what happens today. Also down in the description below are the social medias. Plenty going on there, and I do appreciate the support we're having down on those. That being said, let's get into this one. Alright, here we go. We've kicked off. We're in just the ascendancy early. I can just feel it. I can sense it. Being on the ball just feels right. Feels good. Oh, I nearly tried to slide in Pedro Neto there on the right. You do have to be wary. They've got some very good players. And if yesterday goes to show anything, Jesus definitely knows where the goal is, and Rodrigo is definitely a threat from distance. Early on, plenty of the ball and territory, but that's a tale we've told before. Oh, I just tried to fire one across there for Pedro Neto. Alright, early on they do have that man, Gabriel Jesus, through. Well defended. This time Kilman kept him at bay. And we're able to take it the other way. Poet. Jimenez with his back to goal. We've got Podence out on the left. We'll try and find him. Done that. And we can maybe fire one across. Oh, nearly. And Dendoncker runs onto it well. Oh, I think it was Neves running through there. I thought there was the path for that pass just through for him. But that was definitely a positive sign, and hopefully we get more chances like that. Definitely wary of the quality they have. Like, just off the top of my head, like De Bruyne's in the 90s for overall. Phil Foden's got to have like 90 something potential. So he's probably up to, I don't know what he starts as, 86 overall, something like that. Then they'd have, Bernardo, probably also about 86 or above. And never mind that, chat. It's 1-0. It's Pedro Neto, similar to the goal against Liverpool. Just that extra man over with the midfield runners coming through on goal. Leaves Pedro Neto free out on the right-hand side to fire it past Ederson. You see there, it was Elise's run taking Cancelo away from Pedro Neto. Simple task of setting himself, getting comfortable, putting it out in front of himself. Ederson does get a touch, but can't keep that one from making it 1-0. Been here before, hopefully we can make this lead stick. Corner ball then here for Manchester City. Defended well this time around. Done well, although they have won the ball back quite easily. It's 1-1. Very simple, just they won that one ball. João Pedro beat Connor Cody. And then fires it past Jose Sarr. Just that easy. No one really tried to stop him. Pretty poor defensively. But that's a bit of a story that repeats here. Just poor defending. This time it was Connor Cody who just committed too hard or too quickly going at him. And he was able to just, easily scoot by him. Hopefully Vinagre can hold him out. Why is he giving the corner away? Ball went straight to him. Now he controls it out for a bloody corner. Another corner for City. Hopefully we can defend. Okay. We didn't defend it, but it's ended up much better in just a goal kick. Not sure how Rodri was that open, but it worked out in the end, so I'm not going to complain too much. This Manchester City side are just full of quality. There's just so many players on the pitch that are just sharp, agile, good on the ball, and in FIFA language that translates to just untackleable. Doing a decent enough job so far. And we've slid in Jimenez. It's just gone that little bit too wide. Thought he could have maybe taken that on early. Good effort. Good effort. A lot of that seems to happen a lot, doesn't it? Those efforts from just outside the box that end up at a, decent height for the keeper, but they never, if you watched Premier League yesterday, Granite Jack of them, It is a corner though, and hopefully we can make one count. It's headed away. But we'll get a go at the second ball. No, terrible cross again. And Manchester City will come away with it. And we're approaching half time with Jesus again absolutely skinning Ruben Vinagre, whatever you want to bloody call him. Getting by easily. We're just going to fire this one up the field because I feel like that's going to be half time. Regardless of what happens. It is. So 1-1 at the half. I think as a whole, really, Manchester City have been the better side. Ooh, not good. So we are underway now in the second half. Hoping for just a bit more control in this half. I think Manchester City definitely had the better of the first half. And just us being unable to tackle them was quite telling. And they've got a free man here in João Pedro. Every time I say, no, he's through again, isn't he? Yeah, good. Every time I go to say João Pedro, I say Pedro Neto. Driving me mad. But not as mad as that goal does, because again, it's just a simple thing where it's in front of a centre-back. And the centre-back can't, stay in front of him, can't just shuffle sideways, take him out or anything. Connor Cody, doing his traffic cone impression just lets him go by. And poor Jose Sarr is being made to look real average this season. That's 2 under Manchester City. I'm going to start raging soon because I just don't know what we can do defensively differently, you know? Like they're just dribbling through us. And it's not complicated, it's not interesting. Oh, they've got a Christmas Day Manchester derby, that looks good. Anyway, more excited about their games than ours at the moment, on our current form anyway. We're keeping the ball well high up the pitch here, although it seems to be a bit of a cul-de-sac at the moment. And it is, and we've lost it. And what are the odds that they go all the way down the other end now? We can't win the ball anywhere near halfway. Yep, they're putting Phil Foden through on the left. Oh, Semato's done well to stay with Foden. And hopefully now we can mount something of an attack the other way. We've got... I was going to say Foden's open, but the pass was just a little slow. And just meant that Kyle Walker could get caught up with him. And we can't get Elise through there. And Manchester City can play out again. And there's that easy route through the middle. Man, something about false nines is absolutely wrecking us, because that's what Liverpool played as well. We can do anything against them. Leicester is a tale of counterattacks, which I guess we should expect. And Jesus on this right wing has been pretty immaculate. Ruben Vinagre not able to really stay with him until he gets, right near the box. And I mean, obviously that's better than letting him waltz into the box, like De Bruyne is doing here, maybe. Oh, well done, Jose Sarr this time. This has taken me back to the start of the series, where we had that stretch against, who'd we play? It was Manchester United beat us 4-0. I think it was Leicester beat us 4-0, which maybe Leicester are our bogey side. Oh, we've got Podens. No, again, we just can't get past that last man. And now the pace of Jesus sprints down the other end of the pitch. Well done from Max Kilman to thwart that one. Man, Podens was just about in then. But Rodri, it was, just stopped him. Rodri has been immaculate this season. I don't know if you guys watch Manchester City as much as I do, but Rodri has been a standout. I think he sort of slow start in England, but just a great season this year. That goal being part of it yesterday. Bloody hell. Bernardo Silva now the one in behind. They are just having an absolute field day down that left-hand side. Or our left-hand side. Oh, strong tackle. Yeah, here's the left-hand side again. Our left-hand side again. Kilman this time with a big challenge, but it's a corner. Alright, time is winding down on us, I think, a bit here. Just going to start, I don't know, lumping the ball forward. Oh, what's happened there? Right, we've got away... Yes, we've got away with it somehow. And now Pedro Neto's on the ball. I think he'll just have to turn around though. Cancelo's done well on him. We've got Dendonka. If we can pull a point back from this, I'll be very happy. Dendonka on the edge of the box. Lines one up. Oh, wide. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. We're going to win. We're going to lose 3 on the trot. After being 7 points clear at the top, we're going to lose 3 on the trot and be 2 points behind Manchester City. How have we done this? I think we've got a ending December. I think we've got a nicer run of fixtures. But then in January we've got... Uh-oh. They're going to score again here, aren't they? No, wide, somehow. Yeah, in January we've got Manchester City, Leicester and Manchester United somehow. I'm not sure why the fixture list has been sort of turned on its head. But, is what it is. Oh, and that'll be game. That's game. Oh no. The bottle job. We've bottled it. So, getting the scoring underway, it was Pedro Neto. A sad tale. started games out really well. All three of these games. Taken the lead, in one case doubled that lead, but not been able to hold it. It was a good goal for Pedro Neto. He has been sort of a bit of a shining light, I guess. João Pedro then made it 1-1. It was very simple. He just danced around Connor Cody, fired it past Jose Sarr. I think it was on the back of a corner. They won the first ball, one pass, and then just a little jink to the side, little move, and to be fair, a very good finish. Right into the corner for 1-1. It was then 2-1. Again, João Pedro just easily past Connor Cody, sort of between Cody and Semedo. You know, hopefully one of them would have tried to go near him at all and not just, I don't know, showed him the path to goal. But he has then done very well in the one-on-one with Jose Sarr to fire it past for 2-1, which is how this one finishes. So that does it. We are down into second, 2 points behind Manchester City. Still the 1 point ahead of Liverpool. They must have drawn with Manchester United, I think they were playing. So we keep a 1 point lead over them, but we have surrendered our lead at the top. We've done a bit of a bottle job, looking clear, far and away, the best team, and Hell Week has got us. But anyway, hopefully on to bigger and better things from here. We've got plenty of games to go in the season. It's only just before halfway. It's not Christmas yet. We've got plenty of time left and plenty of money to spend in January. I think we had about 30 odd million, and then we got something like 25 million from winning our Champions League group. So we've got plenty of money to spend. So hopefully we can bolster the squad where needed and maybe just add that little bit extra quality. I've been looking at a couple of players. Benassa from AC Milan, I think, is my favourite at the minute. Probably swapping him with Matasiwa, so that Benassa's first choice, Dendonka's second choice, and that's the sort of rotation at defensive mid. I'm open to also changing just wherever. If you just let me know what you reckon, I'll try and integrate that into the squad. Next video, you'll see us round out December with a trip to Nottingham Forest. They've been promoted from the Championship, and I just thought, what better way to round out the year than a trip away to Nottingham Forest. We've got 3 games between now and then. We've got Stoke in the quarterfinals of the League Cup, or the Carabao Cup. Then, as you see on the right hand side, we've got both Crystal Palace and Everton at home. Hopefully we can push Manchester City all the way, and or hopefully even get back ahead of them in those 2 games. If not, hopefully that Nottingham Forest game on New Year's Eve is a game we can push through and finish the year on top of the table. And until next time, when we go again, pick ourselves up off the floor. Peace.